No pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Gloved by Lowry. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. We'll move to the third with no score.
Leading off for the Athletics.
Here comes the first pitch. No balls and one strike. Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Sliced hard on the ground. To his left, Hernandez. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Second baseman, Jed Lowry.
Riding in once again, Jed Lowry. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch on its way. Couldn't quite pull that swing back. He went around for strike one. Now the pitch. And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. A's still looking for that elusive first hit of the ball game. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that... Cole Calhoun will stand in now. Past battles with Kendall Graveman. Comes in with 6 hits in 31 tries. He's taken him deep once. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 1-1. Looked at for ball number 2.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1. Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw by Lowry, and there's the first out.
Batting ninth.
Ready now for L.A., Martin Maldonado. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Ball 1. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. In now for the Angels, Andrelton Simmons.
The shortstop, Andrelton.
First delivery to him on the way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Piscotty on his horse. He can't get there as it falls in.
Check that out right there. I love me some of that. Staying inside the baseball, moving it the other way. Sometimes the pitcher can execute his pitch. Doesn't mean the batter can't grab a knock.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Hernandez hits right-handed pitching very well. Makes a lot of contact, but he generally isn't known for displaying a lot of power. You'll see a lot of line drives and ground balls from him in these situations.
Yeah, almost.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell, as we begin the top of the fourth.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance. Stephen Piscotty. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Now the 1-0. Ran that one in on him a bit, as this time it's tapped foul at home plate. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Seared down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. The 2-2. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Here's Chris Davis now. Past battles with Matt Shoemaker, batting .500, 4 for 8. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. A 1 pitch on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. No runs, no hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. The 1-2. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. On to the bottom. Digging in for his second at-bat, Mike Trout is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Here comes the first pitch. A bounce it to the left side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, nothing earth-shattering about this one. He just didn't finish the play and walks it into his glove. And now they've got the leadoff runner aboard and no outs.
First delivery to him on the way. A pitch out. The throw. It's high, but a fine play to come down with it at second, and he's out trying to steal a base. Now the 1-0. Hit hard down the line. And now a jump throw against his body. Long throw. Got him. That is a terrific play. Digging in to try it again. Zach Cozart. Past battles with Kendall Graveman. He's 1 for 4. A little bouncer. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt. Next up for the A's, Matt Olson. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Remember, he was a strikeout victim last time up, but this at-bat seems to be a totally different direction. He's showing good patience now, and he's got a real good count at 2-0.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
Here's Matt Joyce now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. Way out in front. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. The 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Upton's after it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. And a swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt.
Don't expect this pitcher to overthink this right here. You get an ugly swing like that, rinse and repeat.
A ball and a strike. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. 2 out, nobody on. Popped him up. And Davis will put this one away, and the inning is over. These are gone in order. Halfway home, still no score.
And leading off for the Halo.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Davis. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. Bullet back up the middle. Powell patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Designated hitter, number 5.
Here's Albert now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. A cold strike on the inside corner. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. A ball and 2 strikes to Albert Pujols. Hit hard to third. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove.
Yeah, I'm not sure. This ball might have caught him in between hops. He looked unsure which way to turn his glove, and the next thing you know, it's by him.
First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. Calhoun swings the bat and throws from the left side and stands in at 5 foot 10 inches tall. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Pujols, base runner at first with 1 out. Here's a drive out toward left center field. Pujols is on his way home, and a relay to the plate, and this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Well, when you leave a pitch that high in the zone like that, you have to expect bad things to happen. So instead of a double play ball, he gives up a shot to the outfield, and that brings the runner all the way around from first to score.
Standing in now, Martin Maldonado in the dirt, and now let's see. And they got him. Boy, he was running like a turtle there. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Here's a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Settling in now, Marcus Semien. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's.
Hey, Dero, it's kind of getting late early. That's only their first hit of the game, and we're into the 6th inning.
Yeah, this guy's been on point all day, working it in and out. Their pitching staff obviously did their homework on this offense. But right here, able to break through with the first knock. Hopefully the pass the baton mentality goes into effect, and we get some offense.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Matt Chapman becomes the first out of the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
Stepping in now, Boog Powell. And that misses ball 1. No hits to this point. 1-0 pitch. Sliders in for a strike. The 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. The second for 1. On the first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Back to the top of the Angels lineup now, and stepping in, Andrelton Simmons. He singled his last time up. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy. And obviously, it's working so far. And the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
The 1-2. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Again, a 1-2. Swinging a soft liner, and that's in there. Base hit.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder tucked, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center field.
Run.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And standing in, the ever-dangerous Mike Trout. He's ready. Now the pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Well, the Angels have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Simmons over at second. Hernandez at first with no outs. Popped him up. Olsen trying to get there. He tracks it down as the runner will challenge his arm and head for third. He thought about third there, but retreats back to second safely.
The left fielder, number 8.
Digging in once again, Justin Upton. Third. Trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch on its way to Upton. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. Ready for another shot now. Zach Cozart. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. They'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, look at Simeon. He's up with it. The throw. It's in time. Oh, and that looked destined. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. No balls and a strike to count. In the air now out to right field. Calhoun has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Striding in for Oakland, Chris Davis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
Second pitch is chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind now 0-2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And here's Davis to tuck it in, and there are two gone now. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. 0-1, here's the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for a hit. So the top of the seventh isn't over yet after the two-out base hit.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Here's Matt Joyce now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
And there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time. Here's Chris Davis now.
And leading off for the Halos, third baseman.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Davis.
And that one just missed outside. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0 delivery. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike one. The 1-1. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Here's a ball well struck for the right field corner. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. It's a solo home run for Chris Davis. 4th home run here in the early going, and the Angels are now out to a 2-0 lead.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up in the sky, so he lifts this one up and out.
Comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. Santiago Casilla comes on.
Now pitching for Oakland, number 46, Santiago Casilla.
Here's Albert now, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
Too tight with that one. 3-0. He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
Ball 1.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Here's the 1-1. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
This is one of those classic bunt situations here, but it's not a given anymore like it used to be, and that's the case even more so in the American League.
Now the 0-1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-1 home. Misses ball 2. Casilla, a right-hander who stands an even 6 feet. He's a 15-year major league vet, so it's been quite the career for him.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments. You don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Lowry on to first, and they turn the double play. In now is Andrelton Simmons. Last time through was a base hit. Working to keep them in the game here. And he lays off there 1-0. Pujols on third with 2 out. Hit on the ground out to short. Taken in by Simeon. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now. Jonathan Lucroy. He'll start us off in the 8th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Upton going back at the track. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double. Riding in once again, Marcus Semien, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
A runner at second, nobody out. There's a line drive, base hit to left field. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Row. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up and just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. Scoring is the runner from third, and that'll cut the lead down to 1.
Now batting.
Here's Jed Lowry now as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Hey, D-Row, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
Nick Tropiano comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Is in time as he gets the tag down, and he's out trying to take third. 1 out, 1 on in a 1-run game. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I don't know if he wasn't looking for it or just got fooled a little bit right there, but that was actually a decent slider to do some damage with.
Swing and a miss, and Lowry's a strikeout victim here. 2 away. So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Simmons has it. Throw on to Davis, takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. A's have to settle for just the 1. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Angels 2 and the A's 1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Athletics, number 66, Ryan Braun.
Ready once again, Cesar Hernandez will get us started here for the Angels with the excitement waiting on deck in the form of Mike Trout.
Cesar Hernandez.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. The pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Ripped down the first base line. And this will get past him down the line at first. It's a fair ball. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know that you have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
And that misses 1-1. Outside, 2-1. A throw behind the runner at second, and he's back in standing. Now a spin and another throw back to second, keeping particularly close tabs on it. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first down. The tag, and they got him at third. It's a double play.
Third baseman, number 7.
Digging in to try it again, Zach Kozar, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounder down the line at third. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. The throw into second. And he'll get in there safely.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Into the box now, Chris Davis, as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this. Back now at the Big A as we get a look there at the great city of Los Angeles. 9th inning set to begin. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Blake Parker comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Blake Parker.
First offering on its way. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
As long as you actually get it inside, that two-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
Upton on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Here's Chris Davis now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And he starts him out with a splitter for a called strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Now batting.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Drilled down the line. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
Last strike now for Oakland. And another foul ball. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
The count now at 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Doesn't chase after the splitter, and he works it back to a full count.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close. 3-1 the final. Los Angeles used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Matt Shoemaker gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, permitting only 2 hits in 6 complete innings. Kendall Graveman is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Blake Parker hammers down to save his second. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Angels. 3 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting in the AL West, the Angels put together 10 total hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 3-1. The Minnesota Twins combined for 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Mariners 7-2. The Blue Jays picked up 14 hits in total as they stole a win in extra innings over the Rangers 8-7. It was their 7th win in a row. The Stros had 12 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Padres 5-2. It was their 5th straight victory. The Yankees took down the visiting Orioles 3-1. The Rays knocked out 12 hits as a team as they took down the Red Sox on the road 8-0. The Chicago White Sox swatted 4 home runs in this one as they defeated the visiting Tigers 8-5. Lonnie Chisenhall was a major force at the plate, driving in 4, leading Cleveland past the Royals 5-4. The Washington Nationals knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Mets 6-5. The Marlins allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 4-2. Zach Davies got the win, throwing 8 shutout innings, leading the Brewers to a win over the Cubs 3-2. The Buccos grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 4-3.
Afternoon baseball now on a Southern California Sunday at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend series between the Oakland A's and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Julio Teheran, the Colombian native, gets the call to start this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Wow, he was awfully good in his last one. A complete game victory. We'll see if he'll be as good in this one as he was in his previous start.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off for the Athletics, third baseman, number 1, Franklin Barreto.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch today is taken for strike 1. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, D-Roll. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
The next 0-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, you got to love what Jonathan Lucroy does for this offense. In his career against this starting pitcher, he's got a batting average of over 350. That's not ridiculous, but it does mean he's had some really good at-bats against him in the past. So we'll see if he continues to see the ball well against this pitcher in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Hit out towards second. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. Ready now, Andrelton Simmons. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch on its way. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning Game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Well, a moment now to take a look at the starting 9 for Mike Scioscia's Angels. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup today going against a power arm on the other side. You could see a little bit of ambush tactics employed by this offense in this lineup. Swinging the bat early, not wanting to go too deep in the count where he can rack up a ton of strikeouts. Be on the lookout for some early swings out of this lineup.
That one's in there. 3-1. Late on the fastball there as this one skied out toward right. And that'll get down for a base hit.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawker approach back in the 60s and 70s getting it at him.
Mike Trout.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Up around the face.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Counts even to Trout, 1-1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
The count now at 2-1. Comes back with a fastball low, and that moves it to 3-1 now.
We're seeing a good AB here from the 3-hole hitter. If he can work a walk or pick up a hit here, he's going to put that cleanup guy in a really good position to do some damage in this first inning.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away.
Dustin Upton.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. His career numbers against Manaea, he's just 2 for 9. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, Dero. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%. Not trying to do too much. Able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Into the box, Zach Cozart. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0.
Hey, he finds himself in a tough situation early, and he's going to have to execute a pitch to get out of it. But if he does, it'll build confidence, and he starts rolling as the later innings start happening.
From the stretch. And he takes a called strike one.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
The 1-1. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Foul is there, 2 gone. Well, he thought about tagging and moving up, but instead he's back to second. Ready now for L.A., Chris Young. And the Angels looking for more here in the opening frame of the contest. He's set. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second is in to score.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting his baseball back.
Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now. As he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike one. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here's the 0-1. Fouled away. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base. And after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his bat and gloves, and pray he gets the exact same pitch as that one. Because if it comes again, we like to refer to that one in the biz as a cement mixer.
And that misses. 2-1.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
The 2-2. And this is fouled at the plate. And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. The 2-2 one more time. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Now another 2-2. High in the air into shallow left center. On the move is Trout. 1 out.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And let's take a look at Andrelton Simmons. You can argue this is the best defender in all the sport. Range, first step, quickness, whatever you want to throw out there, this is one of the best in the game.
And he'll step off and try again. Teheran into his motion. First pitch on its way. Popped him up. Cozart in foul ground. And that's the second out of the inning. Here's Matt Joyce now. Career numbers against Julio Teheran. He's 0 for 4. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game. And I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Joyce in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Popped him up. Maldonado is there. And that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're down 2-0. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Right fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Calhoun.
Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Simeon's got it. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And, guys, this team took it on the chin last game. And I think a lot had to do with the fact that they're not playing great defense. Committed 2 errors in that one in some big opportune times, and it came back to bite them. Something to look forward to today.
And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 2.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. His career numbers against Manaea. He's got 3 base hits in 18 at-bats. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lifted in the air to center. Howell's under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. The shot there at the Newport Beach coastline, not far from us here in Anaheim as we get ready for the top of the third. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Next up for the A's, Marcus Semien. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Liner toward right center. In there, a base hit. Striding in for Oakland, Luke Powell. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. In there, 0-1.
This is one of those classic bunt situations here, but it's not a given anymore like it used to be, and that's the case even more so in the American League.
Lucroy on second. Semien on at first with nobody out. The 0-2 pitch. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance, Franklin Barreto. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner. Teheran sets, coming at him with the 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jed Lowry. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. In there, and it's 0-1. Comes set with the 0-1. Popped him up. Cozart has room in foul territory, and that's the third out. A's strand a couple. They're still down. It's stepping in and ready for another shot, Cesar Hernandez. He reached on a single in his first try.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings. That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. And that's in there, base hit.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. A runner at first with no outs here. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
2-0, here it is. 3-0 now.
Wow, this is the kind of count you'd like to get your superstar hitters in, right? 3-0, you can bet he has the green light on this pitch.
And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. Nobody out, runner on first. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball, foul down the left side. The next 3-2. And there he goes towards second. Down the third baseline. Throw on to first in time, one away. Here's Justin Upton now, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Good lead off his second there. Now the pitch. First pitch changeup, chopped foul right at the plate for the first strike. 0-1, here's the pitch. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. Now a look and a throw back to second. And he's back easily. And Upton swings and misses on a good pitch, and he's set down on strikes for route number 2. And now for the Angels, Zach Cozart. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. The set and the 1-0 pitch. That's inside. 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory. Leading off the inning, Stephen Piscotty. And they'll need him to get something going here. First offering on its way. Missed with a slider. One-0 count. Here it is. And a fastball just a bit high.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
A little bouncer. Line toward right center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
First pitch of the at-bat. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy. Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
The 1-1 home. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Trout comes on now, and he has it, one down. Now the A's designated hitter, Matt Joyce, 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. He's set, and the pitch. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Pop foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Ready for another chance? Jonathan Lucroy. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to third. Cozart is there. On to first, and the A's fail to cash in here as the side is retired. A's strand a couple. They trail things. Digging in for his second at-bat, Chris Young set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Chris Young.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here's another 2-2. And a neck-high fastball that time.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
First baseman, number 9.
Here's Chris Davis now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First offering on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Foul on the move. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired.
Leading off for Oakland, shortstop, Marcus.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. And that one just missed outside. Semien, a 27-year-old. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell, who was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball that finds the outside corner.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. And next up will be Franklin Barreto, and he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. A's are gone in order. They trail it here 2-0. Riding in once again, Martin Maldonado. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Powell has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Number 2, shortstop, Andrelton.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Barreto has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in and looking for more, Cesar Hernandez. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, that's another nice two-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is a fastball down below the knees. Now the 2-1 pitch. Line shot to second, but it's caught, and the side. Here's Jed Lowry now. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Popped up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Up next for Oakland, right fielder,
Ready for another shot now, Stephen Piscotty. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Tehran's ready. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Hot shot down the line, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. He's through first and hustling for second, and he'll reach second now with 1 away.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. Piscotty, the runner at second with 1 away. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider. There, 2 away.
First baseman.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. And that ends the inning. 1 left for Oakland. Digging in to try it again, Mike Trout. He'll lead things off for the Angels in inning number 6.
Number 27, Mike.
And the pitch.
Trout.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a ground ball to third. And there's 1 away. Digging in once again, Justin Upton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Zach.
Ready once again, Zach Cozart. 0 for 2 for him so far. He's flied out and popped out. First pitch on its way. Hit hard to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Angels go down. Here's Matt Joyce now. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
There's a strike.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Swing and a little tapper. Good waist pitch, 1-2.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
Still 1-2. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Cozart backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out.
Now batting,
stepping in and ready for another shot, Jonathan Lucroy. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Teheran has his target ready with the 1-1 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
In now, Marcus Semien, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. The 1-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ball. Ball game for the A's so far. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And another foul ball.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Hit in the air down the left field line. Upton on the move. And that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the A's. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Chris Young. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now here's the pitch. Off-speed pitch, and this one runs in and nearly gets him here.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Chopped weakly to the left. Semien over to his left. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
First baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
Ready now for L.A., Chris Davis. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On a line, that's a base hit. Davis will round first and make his way to second now. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Just goes to show if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Emilio Pagan takes the call from the pen as he'll try to get the final 2 outs of this 7th frame. High in the air out to center field. Powell is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. At the plate, Martin Maldonado trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knee. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Line to the right side. And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
This game is unbelievable sometimes, Dan. There's a bullet knock right there. You're expecting an RBI. He almost hit it too good. He can't even score.
Boy, too good is it, Mark. This is one right here. It just kind of gets out to the outfielder so quick that the runner not able to score from second base.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. And that will fall as he comes through. It's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. And he knew he was in trouble there as they just tag him out between second and third, and the inning is over. Next up for the A's, Boog Powell. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. And next up will be Franklin Barreto. He was a ground out victim last time up. And a fastball just a bit up. 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 to Franklin Barreto. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Yeah, right there. It's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
The 1-2. Here's Simmons at short. Scooped up, and he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Jed Lowry.
Jed Lowry now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a quick move here to step off and look the runner back. Now Mike Scioscia's up out of the Angel dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. Andrew Cashner will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far. Cashner pauses. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Cashner or just Cash for short. He was selected in the first round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
0-2, here it is. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under it is Trout, and there are two gone now. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. And with men on base and two away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
The 1-0 home as a slider waved at and missed. Barreto is off at first with two away. And he'll look at a fastball here that's close, but it's 2-1 now. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall. He's in at second safely as a run also comes in to score, making it a two-run ball game. Here's Chris Davis now. He went down on strikes last time up. From the stretch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. And now he'll step off and raise his hand towards second, but he'll just hold on to it. The 0-1 on its way. 1-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. Hits are even at 7 apiece. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. But the A's get a run on this RBI.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Athletics.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. Looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. A 1 pitch on its way. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Now some action in that Oakland bullpen as it looks like a lefty started to get it going down there. Lifted the other way to left center. Giving chase is Powell. He's there and records the first out. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. Lifetime numbers against Casilla. He's gone 2 for 8. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that is down as that could be 2 bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
First pitch on its way to Upton. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put at a disadvantage with the count.
Is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Heading after it is Piscotty, and he makes the play, but this should extend their lead as the runner tags from third. And that'll plate the runner from third, as with that the lead swells to 4-1.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with these hitters. Go right after them and try to get out of this inning with only one run scored.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. Freezes him on the inside, strike three. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He'll begin things here against Andrew Kashner. Blake Parker comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 53, Blake.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
Here it comes, 0-2. And that one just missed outside.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a two-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
He throws him on the fastball there. Matt Olson becomes the first out in the ninth inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one right down Main Street.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Now another 0-2. Another one sent foul. Another 0-2 coming. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. He brings it in, and the Angels have taken the rubber match of this three-game set as this ball game is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Los Angeles Angels jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Julio Teheran earns the win, his second. Blake Parker wraps it up for the save, his third of the campaign. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Angels.
It's Monday morning, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL West, the Angels grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 4-1. At the start of the day, the Angels are in third place in the AL West, while the Athletics are second in the division. The Seattle Mariners allowed only 5 hits in the game as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 3-1. Entering the day's action, the Twins are in 4th place in the AL Central, while the Mariners are in 4th place in the AL West. The Toronto Blue Jays had 12 hits as a team as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 6-2. They are on a roll with 8 straight victories. In the standings, the Rangers are in last place in the AL West, and the Blue Jays sit in first place in the American League East Division. The Houston Astros brought out the brooms in a 3-game sweep as they bested the visiting Padres 6-5. The win was their 6th in a row. As of right now, the Astros sit in first place in the American League West Division, while the Padres sit in 4th place in the National League West. The Orioles snapped their 7-game losing streak as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 4-1. At the start of the day, the Yankees sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division, and the Orioles are at the bottom of the division. The Rays combined for 4 total home runs as they took down the Red Sox on the road 5-1. Heading into the day, the Red Sox sit in 4th place in the American League East Division, while the Rays are 2nd in the division. The White Sox finished off a 2-game sweep as they defeated the visiting Tigers 4-3. In the standings, the White Sox sit in 3rd place in the American League Central, and the Tigers are at the bottom of the division. The Indians completed a 3-game series sweep as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 6-2. As of today, the Indians are atop the AL Central, while the Royals are 2nd in the division. The Washington Nationals knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got the best of the visiting Mets 7-4. It was their 5th straight victory. Entering the day's action, the Nationals sit atop the NL East, while the Mets are 4th in the division. The Miami Marlins completed a short 2-game sweep as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 5-3. Heading into the day, the Phillies sit in 4th place in the National League East Division, while the Marlins are 2nd in the division. The Cubs totaled 11 hits as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 4-1. At the start of the day, the Brewers are in 2nd place in the NL Central, while the Cubs are 2nd in the division. The Cincinnati Reds held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 3-0. As of right now, the Pirates are in 4th place in the NL Central, while the Reds are atop the division. The Cardinals sent 3 balls into the seats as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 6-2. As of today, the Cardinals sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division, and the Diamondbacks are leading the National League West. The Atlanta Braves got 11 hits overall as they secured the win in extras against the Rockies 5-4. In the standings, the Rockies are in 3rd place in the NL West, and the Braves are in 2nd place in the NL East. The San Francisco Giants put together 10 total hits as they embarrassed the Dodgers 9-3. Heading into the day, the Giants are in 1st place in the NL West, and the Dodgers are 4th in the division. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
MLB The Show has baseball from the Lone Star State as we get a look inside Globe Life Park. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Texas Rangers. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show.
Check out Nick Bar 96. He is lit.
Doug Fister gets the starting assignment for Texas in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
You know, Matt, I think this guy really is looking for a redeem. Hitting in this.
Andrelton Simmons, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Andrelton Simmons.
Now the pitch. Underway here in the Monday opener as the game's first pitch misses for ball 1. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. In now for the Angels, Cesar Hernandez. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. First pitch of the at-bat. Now this is chopped foul at home plate. It's 0-1. Good night for scarves and mittens. It's 48 degrees here at first pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this is on the ground now for Andrus at short. And there's out number 2. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. This guy hit over 300 last year, and man, it was impressive. Just hitting over 300 is really something special to look at. He's a consistent hitter. I love watching his approach. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He'll be there again this year if he continues to stay within himself.
Ready now for L.A., Mike Trout as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Now the 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Into the box, Elvis Andrus. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today. Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they wanted to. Lead-off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Shows bunt as he gets this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
1-1 to count. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Richards comes set. 2-1 on its way. Turned on down the line. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Ready with another 2-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Andrews leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
The 3-2 one more time. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Here's Joey Gallo now. His past history with Richards. He's 1 for 4. In there, no balls and a strike.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to.
And the catcher grabs it to retire the side. Here's Justin Upton now.
Leading off for the Angels.
First pitch on its way to Upton. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Hit hard down the right field line. But a foul ball. So 1-1. On the ground up the middle. And the Angels are going to have their first hit of the ball game.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Swing and a liner, but foul. A runner at first with no outs here. Needed a sand wedge for that one. Swung on and missed.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there. And even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. Now a double play ball here for Beltre at third. There's one on to first to complete the double play. Here's Chris Davis now. Lifetime against Doug Fister. He brings a scary .368 batting average. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Too low, 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Now a swing and a deep drive to right. Gone all the way into the upper deck. It's a solo home run for Chris Davis. Home run number 5 on the year as the Angels take a 1-0 lead.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Batting 7. Designated hitter.
Here's Luis Valbuena now.
Valbuena.
As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Angels lead at 1-0 here in inning number 2. 2 balls and a strike to the Angels' first baseman.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Fielded by Beltran. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Angels hit the board first thanks to this solo home. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara.
Leading out for the Rangers,
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nomar
And a
Mazara.
ball 1-0.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in, get those guys to respect it, and open up that outer half of the plate.
A ball and a strike now. The 1-1 home. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Here's the 1-2 delivery. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And let's spot shadow first baseman Chris Crush Davis. Doesn't get enough love for how soft this guy's hands are. Constantly picking middle infielders left and right. We get it. He's got power. But look for him to make a nice play on defense as well.
Richards is ready. Here's the first pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. One out, nobody on. Breaking ball in for a strike. This is drilled, but right into the shift. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting seventh.
Next will be the designated hitter, Shin-Soo Choo. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Rangers set down in order. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Cole Calhoun, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Grounded down the third baseline, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Now in the box, Martin Maldonado, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. First pitch on its way.
That's a ball.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Hard hit ball to second. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
In now is Andrelton Simmons, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Calhoun at second. Maldonado at first with no outs. And he just misses with a curveball. One and one, here it is. Now a ground ball for Andrus at short. This could be two. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Unfortunately here they will get an out on the play, but the runners will move up to second and third now with one gone. Digging in to try it again, Cesar Hernandez. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. Line toward the gap in left center, and that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. Now the throw comes in to hold that second runner at third, so they're at the corners now with still only one away. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry. So expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
2-0 now. Throw over to first. Don't want to forget about him. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get 1, if not both of them, home. He pulls into third safely, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Here's Justin Upton now. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
The 0-2 once more. Hit toward the right side. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score. And not in time as the run scores.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Here comes the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Right back to him, and it's off his shoe. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
The first baseman, number 19.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Chris Davis. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In the air, down the line and left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Hit hard back up the middle. Andrus fields it cleanly. Throw in time for the third out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. So they nearly bat around. Up next for the Rangers, Gerardo Parra. And his guys have quite a hill to climb. Down 5-0 here in the early going.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Robinson.
So next to the plate for Texas, Robinson Chirinos. The early season numbers look very good as he is up over 400 here to begin the campaign.
Seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Richard steps into his windup. Here's the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. Around first, digging for 2. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. Keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Elvis Andrus is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Missed with a slider.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Hit hard toward the right side, and Davis will just watch this go by. It's a fair ball. And the runner from second is in to score and makes it a 5-1 contest. And they are not going to get Andrus all the way around to third with a triple. Ready for another chance, Delino DeShields. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Andrus stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. 1-2 pitch is a slider that misses 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out. Digging in for his second at bat, Adrian Beltre, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Men on third with 2 down. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes 2 really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
Trout will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Rangers do pick up a run here. Striding in once again, Luis Valbuena comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too. That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Here's the 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. The 2-1 home. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, right fielder.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. On the ground and right at the shifted infielder. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
You know, D-Roll, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
In time as he just gets the tag down. The 1-0 home. High in the air out to center field. DeShields is there, and that's the 3rd out. Angels held. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joey Gallo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Joey Gallo.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Behind 0-2 now. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Pulled a strike on the outer half, 0-1. 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rangers. Lifted in the air out to left.
What difficulty
Upton's
you
under
play
it.
on?
And he makes the catch for the second out. Plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. 5-1 our score as we play the 4th here. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They're down 5-1. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Andrelton Simmons. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Pitch on the way. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
And Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit. So it's a good start for the Halos as their leadoff hitter reaches base. Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. He's set and the pitch. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
1-1 the count now. Now the 1-1 pitch. This one softly hit and fouled off to the left, and that moves the count to 1-2 now. The 1-2. And another foul ball.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
He stays alive, still 2-2.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Missed with a breaking ball. Trouble waiting next as you see Mike Trout in the on-deck circle. Softly hit out toward short. Barehanded for 1. On to first, a double play.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at-bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
Ready once again, Mike Trout. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at-bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. At the plate, Shin-Soo Choo, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Fouled off. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out. 1 away. In is Gerardo Parra.
Gerardo Parra.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. Richard steps into his windup. 1-1 pitch on its way. Down the first baseline. Davis has it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Robinson Chirinos. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Check swing called strike. 0-1.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Up around the face.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. 1 run on 3 hits and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rangers. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing. Jose Leclerc takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 62, Jose Leclerc.
Ready for another chance, Justin Upton. He'll lead things off for the Angels in inning number 6. First pitch on its way to Upton. Changeup messed up his timing for a swinging strike. Hit hard on the ground to second. Fielded by Odor. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Digging in to try it again, Zach Cozart. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. From the stretch. Hit in the air out to center field. On the move is DeShields. Into a slide as he makes a great basket catch. Chris Davis will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Bounced weakly near the plate. That rolls foul for strike 1. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. Pulled toward right center field. Odor calls for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Here's Elvis Andrus now. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game, but this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
But therefore it is Davis. He spears it for the first out.
Center fielder, number 3.
And here's the 2nd generation big leaguer, Delino DeShields. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Dribbled up the line. Cozart barehanded. What a way to get it out. 2 gone now. That was exceptional.
The third baseman, number 29, Adrian.
So 2 away for the
Beltre.
Rangers here in the 6th. And digging in the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Changeup called strike 1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. The next 0-2. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? Oh, he might not. This ball's kicked out there. You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. Rangers. Here's Luis Valbuena now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Luis Valbuena.
First offering on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. Now the 2-1 pitch. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Right side and right into the shift. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Up next for the Angels, right fielder.
Paul Calhoun will stand in now. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2. Hit on the ground toward the left. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Martin Maldonado. He flew out in his last at-bat. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Line toward the gap in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
In now is Andrelton Simmons, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ready with the 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Parra on the move. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Here's Joey Gallo now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive. They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strikes, over 70% so far in this outing.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. The 2-2. And it's fouled away.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Fouled away. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Another full count offering on its way. And he just won't go away as he fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-y-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Joey Gallo is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Richards is ready. First pitch on its way. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Called strike 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Hit hard to the right side, and that is through into right field for a single.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of the wind-up all game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, but you try to, in between starts, to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the windup most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Boy, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation, 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Here now the 2-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 2-2 one more time. Got him swinging in the dirt. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. He was sacked down on strikes in his last at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
You could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body length.
And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be. Alex Claudio is into the ball game now, as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Alex Claudio.
Cesar Hernandez will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. In previous meetings with Alex Claudio, he's gone 3 for 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. 4. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike one. Some movement now in that Texas bullpen as a left-hander starts to get cranking down there. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Claudio playing here in his age 26 season. He was selected in the 27th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
The left fielder, number 6, Justin Upton.
First pitch on its way to Upton. And the changeup is way low that time. Upton waiting. Now the 1-0. This is line to left. And Upton's aboard. It's a base hit. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Hey, there's a base hit right there on a changeup. Maybe not a good idea to throw this guy back-to-back changeups.
Yeah, he seemed to be timing that first one. He let the first one go by. Then he was not going to let the second one go by. Nice job right there staying through that baseball.
He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard down the line. And this is going to get by Beltre down the line. A fair ball.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Upton over at second. Cozart on at first with 2 down. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
He really needs to find a pitch to put this guy away with right here, right now. He can't allow this inning to get any worse than it's already become.
Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. The next 3-2. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Angels strand in is Gerardo Parra. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how the starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Cam Bedrosian is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 32, Cam Bedrosian.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Striding in once again, Robinson Chirinos. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Hit hard on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Here's Elvis Andrus now. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
Here's a strike. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Many guys fall victim to the breaking ball and want to get out in front of it, and they end up rolling it over to the pull side. Batter was able to execute, stay inside, keep his hands back, and drive it the other way.
Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball 1. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knee.
Those are just 2 great takes right there. Those are pretty good pitches, sliders down the way, both of them. Just off the plate, couldn't get the batter to fill.
3-0 to him now. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. 2 out here and a runner at second. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Rangers center fielder. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will... Jake Diekman enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Ready for another shot now, Luis Valbuena. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Sliders in for a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Valbuena with a 2-2 count now. Full count, 3-2. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Ready once again, Cole Calhoun. His past history with Jake Diekman batting at an even 400. First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two balls and no strikes.
Not a great spot to be in right here, 2-0, but I'm not so sure why he's pitching this guy so cautiously. A bottom of the order guy you don't normally see getting pitched like this.
Just a tick behind for a strike. Diekman is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Martin Maldonado.
As a look, now the pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
Ball and 2 strikes to the Angels catcher. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. unable to recover. He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound. Tony Barnett enters the game with one gone in the top of inning number 9.
Now pitching for the Rangers.
Andrelton Simmons will be his first assignment here as they'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. And that misses low and away, ball 1.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Now back.
Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Parra has a read on it, and that ends the inning. Here's the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9. Here comes the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Line towards center field. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Next to bat will be the Texas cleanup hitter, Joey Gallo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. No balls and 1 strike. And he may have thought something was on here as he stepped off to look back to first. Beltre on at first, nobody out. Hard hit ball towards the hole. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run in the batter's box. And they've started out nicely right here. They've gotten 2 runners on. They're down 4. If Grand Slam is still in play, let's see if they continue this nice offensive approach.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. None out. Runners at first and second. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
A little bouncer. That winds up foul.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. And the run will score from second here to make this a 5-2 ball game.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
Blake Parker comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Hey, I have no problem with that take right there. Reliever coming in, you haven't seen this guy for a while. Gives yourself a chance to calibrate what he's got.
And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
Runners are at first and third with none out. And he fouls this one off. Drilled down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. They'll try again. 1-2. Fouled off. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Digging in once again, Shin-Soo Choo. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. A 1 pitch on its way. This pitch is popped up. Hernandez is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. In is Gerardo Parra. Mano-a-mano with Blake Parker. He's a .333 hitter. First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there. Parker, an Arkansas native. He was a 16th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2006. And Upton is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Halos took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Garrett Richards earns his first win of the season. Blake Parker earns the save out of the bullpen, his 4th of the season. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Angels. 5 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base.